What up, everybody? It's your boy Brandon Pops Griffin. This is Babyface Hills. I got 2 out of my 4 guys with me. To my left, Menace Red.
Yo.
To my right, Ricky Bobby.
What's up?
And Babyface Hills being brought to you by Griffin Family Entertainment or whatever. Ricky Bobby, tell them what they need to do.
Like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notifications because we are dropping every day this week.
Turn on your notifications. Get all that. All right, without further ado, you know what it is. We on the road to WrestleMania, the second to last stop. This was Monday Night Raw. I ain't gonna do too much of the intro. I'm gonna let my man do what he do. The narrator, Menace Red, bring us up to speed.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? Like Ricky Bobby said, make sure y'all like, comment, share, sub. We're dropping every day this week WrestleMania content, Raw reviews. We need to know what you guys think. Forgive me, losing my voice a little bit, there's sickness in the air, but we gonna power through anyway. So this week was a solid Raw, the home Raw before WrestleMania. It was honestly pretty good, a little bit better than solid. Of course, we're not gonna go in order, but we're gonna hit every point. So the show did open up with a Miz TV segment with one of the more anticipated matches at WrestleMania being promoted with Lita, Becky Lynch, and Trish Stratus coming face to face with Damage Control. How'd you guys feel about this segment?
I thought it was a good segment. I kind of wish there was more dialogue on the Miz TV because Damage Control kind of came out pretty quick, pretty early. But overall, it was a good segment. Very excited for that match at WrestleMania, and I think the match following up to that was good, but I'll get into that after I let Pop say something.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a good segment. Miz TV is always good. It's going to bring some controversy. We're going to see some drama. So that was good. I mean, Becky showcased her microphone skills as she usually does.
For sure.
So we'll take it. The match is going to be great. It's going to be good. Listen, man, it's a lot of Hall of Famers in that match. You know what I'm saying? From the women's side. So shout outs to them. So I'm just excited for the match.
Yeah, I think the segment was solid. I think Becky's promo was very full of conviction, and I think it was good. It did lead to a solid match between Io Sky and Becky Lynch right after. And how'd you guys call that match?
That was a really good one. Probably one of my favorites of the night. Io Sky, she's just great in the ring. The high flying ability is very impressive to watch. Good win for Becky going into WrestleMania, and I think it left like the whole rivalry on like a high note on the champion side. So we're just gonna see how it continues at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely left it on the high note. Becky looks great right now. I mean, you know, Seth is shining, but she's right there like, yo, air like self-reflective light because she's shining right now. That finisher she put on, too, that like a shades of rock bottom, very good.
Manhandle slam.
Very good. Very good. She's the man.
Right. Yeah, so overall solid. Excited to see that 3-way tag at, 6 women tag at WrestleMania.
Yeah, right.
I think it'll be a good match. Also on this show, we had the much-awaited weigh-in between Brock Lesnar and the Giant Omos. Dope segment overall. How'd you guys feel about it?
It was very entertaining. Brock was really trying his hardest to do something to Omos, but his hits were doing like nothing at all. You saw he tried to hit him with the scale, hit him with a big boot on the side of the face. It landed, and after that he took off. So I think it shows that Brock was thinking that Omos was something lighter than what he actually was because he ran away pretty fast. Like he was out as soon as that happened. He left. So I think that going into this match, I'm not gonna say I'm excited for it, but it is a little entertaining to see someone come and do more than Brock or be higher than what we usually see he is when he's in a rivalry.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I've never seen Brock, first and foremost, be intimidated and then be manhandled. Like, I have not seen that from any competitor he's been in the ring with. That's no shade at nobody. but it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Normally, standing across from him, he's either the bigger guy or he's just as big and pretty dominant. I think in order for him to have success with this, we're going to have to get more than 2 minutes. I don't think he wants to go more than 2 minutes. So as much as it hurts me, he's probably going to get dogged, man. He's probably going to get mopped up in that ring, man, real quick. Because it looks like the Giant Umas is not, like, as soon as he comes anywhere close to him, he's smashing him. Pause.
Yeah. At first, I was not excited for this match personally. This is the second time Omos has had Brock running out of the ring, so that's good to see. I won't say, like Ricky Bobby said, I won't say I'm excited for this match at Mania, but I am actually gonna watch it because I wasn't even gonna give it any energy before. Like Ricky Bobby also alluded to, Brock Lesnar was running the ropes in this segment. He's running the ropes, trying to hit Omos with clotheslines, not able to knock him down. Then he goes to the point of grabbing the scale, attempts to hit Omos with the scale. Omos lands a big boot flush to the face of Brock Lesnar, has him rolling out of the ring. So we'll see what happens at Mania. I don't think they're going to be on SmackDown, so we'll see what happens at Mania from there. Then we had a half of a Judgment Day interview with Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley talking about their respective matches at Mania. We'll start with the Rhea promo. How'd you feel about that?
It was a good promo. I feel like in general terms of their promos, they pretty much have real stuff to say except Dominic. They like when it comes to Rhea and Finn, they have real stuff to say, and I'm pretty sure she said something along the lines that the legacy, like something about it will end or something along the lines of that.
She said legacy will not help Charlotte retain her title.
Right. And I think that it keeps everyone more intrigued for that match more than they already were. It makes people want to stay in tune. So I think it was a good promo for her. I guess it was her promo back since Charlotte gave a promo, but I'm not really a fan of the promos, but we'll see how it goes on SmackDown because that's probably where it's going to continue.
Yeah, and to piggyback off what Ricky Bobby just said, I'm done with the promos. This is a match. We're ready to go now. That's it. We're ready to go. We're ready to see these two queens get in the ring. We got the Queen of Darkness and the Queen of Diamonds. Let's go. Legacy versus up and coming. Man, I'm excited for this match. As I mentioned already, this match is definitely going to fall in the caliber of the show stopper. Believe that. It's falling in that caliber. That's the spoiler. It ain't even a spoiler because you know it is.
Definitely. Also, and Finn Balor cut his promo. He said that Edge has to summon his demons. Also, he said he knew he was going to end this feud in a Hell in a Cell match. But as opposed to Edge having to summon his demons, Finn Balor's demon is always with him. And it cuts to Finn Balor's demon costume. Did you guys like that?
I enjoyed that a lot. As we all talked about in recent episodes, we've been saying how we want Demon Finn back, and I just think it's going to be very entertaining, very exciting to see that, especially in the Hell in a Cell match. It should be good. Also, I read today that as of lately, the Hell in a Cell matches have been red, but they're taking it back to the classic gray steel. So that's also pretty exciting. I like that. Yeah, that would be very good. So I'm very excited for this match. Probably gonna be my top 5 favorites of this whole pay-per-view. So,
you're already claiming that. Okay, I feel you, Ricky Bobby. I hear that. Listen, man, Finn Balor, the Demon, man. That's when he's that dude, undisputed champion. Like, I mean, he's something different, man. You know, and it's exciting because I know Edge is gonna push him to another level, and that's gonna make it that much more awesome. I can't wait to see it. I got Finn winning it though, but I can't wait to see it though. But I ain't gonna front when how Red was just alluded to when he says, "Hey, this is what it is," and I got mines with me, and boom, you just see who he is. It's like, oh boy, you don't really want no problems with this. Right. You know what I mean? This ain't what you want. So yeah, I'm excited for that.
So, since we're talking about all these promos, we may as well couple these ones. there was a promo pack for Asuka and there was a promo pack for Bianca Belair. They're very similar. Gave a rundown of their whole careers. Different superstars and people in the wrestling community came in and basically sung their praises, commented on their journeys and their growth. Does this make you guys more excited for the WrestleMania match as opposed to the stuff they've been doing for the last month?
I can't speak on everyone else in this round, like in this circle's opinion, but for me, I was already pretty excited for the match. No, it doesn't make me more excited, but neither does it make me less excited. I think it's cool to see those promo packs, but they're usually like before the match starts on the pay-per-view, so I think doing that on the show was a little bit of a throw-off for me. I would definitely have preferred to see something like, I would rather prefer to see them in the ring together doing something rather than...
They've been in the ring together every week before this. Nothing happened.
That's what I'm saying. I want to see something in the ring. But it's cool. Maybe they're saving something for WrestleMania, like for her to not come on TV at all this week. So we'll just see how that goes.
Listen, man. Listen, okay? Queen Asuka, Queen EST, forgive me for this, but I'm tired of y'all talking. I'm tired of y'all just showing up. I'm tired of all that. We know y'all great. Y'all champions. Y'all making history. All that. Now can we have some action, please? Some real action. That's all I ask. So, am I excited for the match at WrestleMania to stay on course? In the beginning when it was announced, absolutely I was. As we're getting close to the day, I am not. There is only one women's match that I'm truly looking forward to that involves the title. That's the Queen of Darkness, Rhea, and that is the Queen of Diamonds, Charlotte. Other than that, and to see the Legends in the 6-woman tag, this match here, hey, man, prove me wrong, because right now, it stinks.
I feel like, I'm not even gonna say that because they're gonna go in a whole other direction, and we don't really
say what you gotta say now.
What you gotta say.
I don't know, I just feel like everyone is on the Rhea and Charlotte train. Like, but what if you got? Because right now, some of you guys have very high expectations for this match, and what if it doesn't exceed your expectations or it doesn't reach your
There's no way that it doesn't.
When has Charlotte not delivered?
All the time.
Say it so the fans can hear.
All the time.
And when has Rhea not delivered?
You said not delivered. I said all the time.
What do you mean all the time? That she doesn't deliver?
Yes.
All right.
Look, in a match of this magnitude, she's a 14-time women's champion. Rhea Ripley just went the distance and won the Women's Royal Rumble. They faced each other 3 years prior when Rhea Ripley was first called up. Now Rhea is the hottest thing in the women's division. How is this not gonna be a crazy match? Yeah. And we haven't even talked about their abilities yet, and they're both top of the top when it comes to ability.
Think about how many times you look at people on the match card and be like, how can this not be a good match? And it comes on and it's not a good match. And like, I don't know, I'm not saying it's gonna be a bad match. I'm excited for that match as well, but I just feel like you guys
I get it.
Bianca and Asuka a little too much.
You've got PTSD from Ronda versus Charlotte. That's what it is. This is Rhea Ripley though.
I don't have
She's
PTSD. And didn't Ronda win that WrestleMania match?
Yeah, but
right.
Ronda doesn't have the ability that Rhea has, so her and Charlotte are gonna feed off of each other way better than a Ronda Rousey would. Is that it?
No, it's not about that. It's just I feel like the Bianca and Asuka match is getting too much hate.
Hey, that's their promo. We're just commenting on our observations from the promo that each respective party is doing, and the Rhea and Charlotte promo is a lot better.
Can I ask you a question? Right? Do you think Rhea and Charlotte like each other? Like based off of what we've seen?
Right, strictly
their interaction in the storyline. Do you think they like each other?
And if it's strictly storyline and not off everything as a whole, and not in storyline, obviously.
Okay, so it's a no, right? They don't like each other, right?
In storyline, yes.
Okay. Now, if I ask you the same thing about Asuka and Bianca, do they like each other or not, based on the storyline?
Yes.
Guess what?
They do.
Like each other.
Right.
And that's the problem. Because we're not getting good action leading up to it.
We're not getting the war. In the words of Pops, we're not getting the nastiness.
I think a few videos ago I said that they're not really comparable because Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley are both heels.
Listen,
Bianca and Asuka are both.
Everyone's opinions here is gonna be respected, right? But you can't keep going down this nonsense bunny hole. We're talking about they're both women champions. These are 2 championship matches. It's not like one isn't. They're both championship matches, and one is living up to the hype thus far, while the other isn't.
I'm more excited for Bianca and Asuka. I love the hype that Charlotte and Rhea have, but I enjoy Asuka's ring work more than Rhea. I feel like she's more versatile as an opponent coming for the champ. So that's why I'm more in tune and have more high hopes for that match. And we could just wrap it up there.
All right, I'm gonna give my closing statements on this. I agree that I enjoy Asuka in the ring more than Rhea, but given the opponents, I enjoy Rhea versus Charlotte more than I enjoy Asuka versus the EST, because I feel like Charlotte will complement Rhea's limited skill set more than Asuka will complement Bianca's limited skill set. But I'm just leave it there. Also in this show, we had Austin Theory cut a promo in an empty arena before the show started, degrading John Cena. How'd you guys feel about that? I thought it was kind of corny.
Very corny. I already don't like him, and I feel like you're cutting a promo in an empty arena. No one's in that arena, and you're just holding the mic, standing there, and your reasoning was, "Oh, it doesn't matter if I'm standing in an empty arena or in a sold out ring." No, give it up. You should have just not said anything until your WrestleMania match. If John Cena's not going to be on the show and that's your whole storyline at the moment, don't say anything, because it's looking really corny. It's looking embarrassing for you, and it's not enjoyable to watch as a fan. I went to use the bathroom during that segment. I didn't. I had to watch on the playback because I'm just not. I'm just not in tune with that. So we'll see how this match goes. I'm excited for the match. I just don't like. I can't get into his character.
Yeah, the promo was trash. All right, I mean, it'd have been better off having him look into the mirror, like a Rocky 3 when my man Paulo was training him. He looking in the mirror, telling him how to step 1, 2. It'd have been better off having him in the back with the mirror in front of him, talking to himself or something like that. To come out there to empty arena, I thought it was whack. So he's just got to win the match. At the end of the day, Cena's one of the greatest ever. You know what I'm saying? Hall of Famer. A lot of people have him in their top 5. Some have him at number 1 of all time. Austin Theory is nowhere near that. Maybe he will one day if he can last long enough.
Not today.
And just keep growing.
Not even.
But we're gonna listen. Remember this now too. Cena's gonna be rusty. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be important too. Is how well can he really hop off the jet, take off the suit, and put on the gear and get in the mat, right, and show us that he's still him. So that's gonna be important too with this match.
I feel like most fans and people who are gonna be in tune with it aren't gonna really. I feel like they're more excited just about seeing John Cena back, and like John Cena, his character alone, he could just carry a match even if it is some like a little botchy, a little messy in some parts. I don't think he's kept his build over the last few years, so I don't think he'll be too out of shape, too bad. He comes back very frequently, so I would assume that he wouldn't be far off his game. But if Austin Theory gets to win, it has to be believable, and right now I'm not believing it.
I think the only benefit Austin Theory has in this WrestleMania match with Cena is that me personally, I feel like a lot of Austin Theory matches leave a lot to be desired because you can see his athletic ability, but I'm just not sold on his wrestling character and ability. So a match on the biggest stage with the biggest star in the last however long is the perfect time to showcase everything that you got. So, and I'm pretty sure Austin Theory is going to take the win. So I'm hoping the best for him, though, because it seems like they have a lot of stock in this guy, like we see every week. To close the anthology of backstage promo segments, we have Seth Rollins talking about his match at WrestleMania with Logan Paul. He gets interrupted by a great Mustafa Ali, which leads to a match. I'll just let you guys talk about the match. How'd you feel about it?
I wasn't a fan. It's good that Mustafa Ali's been on TV pretty much every week, but to see him, I don't know, he's he's such a good talent. I feel like it's going to waste. But now I'm gonna talk about like the promo in general. It was nice. It was cool backstage little segment. I know like last topic we're talking about Austin Theory and John Cena not being there and it was awkward. However, I'm liking Logan Paul not being there and Seth talking because I feel like Logan Paul already like it's kind of taking the approach I'm too good to be there, and with Seth just talking about him while he's not there, I guess he could like use that as like a jab, and I think it's pretty entertaining and cool, and because Seth he's more subtle, he's more believable, so that's why I think that like I enjoyed that Logan Paul not being there as versus what just happened before. But in terms of the promo, it was good. The match wasn't good. If they're gonna use someone like that, they might as well just use LA Knight and not Mustafa Ali.
Wow.
I'm just gonna like Mustafa Ali. He's very good, very talented in ring, and when you do stuff like that, like it's a terrible look. It's a horrible look. Like I don't know. It was hard for me to watch.
Yeah, I mean that's part of when you fall into that get over. Guys got to get over on you. My man Dolph is in that category. Guys got to get over on you.
But how can
we'll talk about that later. I'm just saying when you fall in that category, it sucks. That's what I was saying about Seth out here. But the only difference I would say is this: is that Seth. Most guys, unfortunately, it didn't happen with Mustafa, but most guys, he's pushing and bringing the best out of guys. That didn't happen in this match. He just showed his best, and that was pretty much it.
Yeah, what I'm not understanding is like Ricky Bobby said, Mustafa has been on TV pretty much every week, but what's the point if he's just gonna be degraded and embarrassed every time he's on TV, and then he has the ability that he has to get in the ring with a guy like Seth, which we know like. In a perfect world, that would be a perfect match.
Yeah.
And if Cody Rhodes is coming on TV and having good matches with Chad Gable and Luda the Kaiser, why can't Seth Rollins have a competitive match with a guy like Ali?
Reach.
I don't understand that.
Reach. And not only that, but I don't know how Mustafa Ali can fall into the get over category. I mean, with people like Miz and Dolph Ziggler, they can. I mean, their resume speaks for itself and how long they've been in the company. But Mustafa Ali really hasn't even had his chance to really do what he has to do. He hasn't. What is he? Has he like? What is he held? Like
he's just. What is he? Maybe he's just not a likable guy.
Yeah, maybe it's something backstage, but I don't see how like he could. Like, I don't know. I just think he's too good for that.
Nonetheless, Seth Rollins got the win in pretty much a squash match. He hung him upside down like Tommy Dreamer in the corner, curb stomped his face like that, then he gets him up, curb stomps him again, easy 1, 2, 3. Then Seth cuts another promo on Logan Paul after the match, because if you don't know, WrestleMania, the night that Seth and Logan fight is on Logan Paul's birthday, and Seth Rollins basically said he's gonna sing him happy birthday after he beats him. So it's gonna be a great match either way.
Yeah.
Also on this show, speaking of squash matches, we had Gunther versus former WWE champion Dolph Ziggler. How did you guys feel about this match?
Like every other Omos match, like every other match like that, like it's, I don't know, like I get that Dolph Ziggler is becoming that get over guy, but it's getting embarrassing. Like the matches, they end too quick off of the one moves, and to think that you were WWE champ at one point and that you have all these accolades to your name and you can't even stay in a match for over 2 minutes, like that's just, to me, that's crazy. I mean, I get what it's for. I guess it's good for Gunther to be in ring before WrestleMania, get away from WrestleMania, which we probably will see him on SmackDown. I mean, we have before recently, so I guess we'll just see how it continues on Friday. I know he did say that he thinks it's a disgrace that he has to go up against two people, right? Is that how he worded it? 2 people for his title, and so I think that could probably lead to more action with Drew and Sheamus next week or next Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it was good for Gunther because we get to see Gunther on Raw.
Right.
You know, and that was what I got out of it, was just him being able to, we're going into WrestleMania. Some fans may not watch it. That watch it Friday night may miss a Raw. They may only catch highlights. So you get to put the guy out there, the Intercontinental Champion, showcase him. His crew walks him down. You know, and he smashed my man Dolph. He straight smashed Dolph. But
Pause.
oh yeah, pause. Y'all gotta forgive me, man. You know, I'm a grown man. All right, I don't have time for all this pause and stuff. But because of the climate that we're in today, yes, he got smashed. Pause. Gunther won the match, and I got Gunther winning that WrestleMania too. I like Gunther a lot. I think he's got a bright future.
Yeah, I think another thing though, like how can Gunther go from Friday? We talked about this incredible match he had with Butch. And then he faces a guy like Dolph Ziggler and completely squashes him.
Right, and the thing is, Dolph Ziggler is supposed to be way more high and mighty than Butch, and that's why I'm like, what's going on?
But nonetheless, I think it's all about showcasing the guys that they need to showcase. And Gunther's a guy that needs to showcase. He needs to dominate. And after the match, he cut a promo and basically said what Ricky Bobby said, that it's a disgrace he has to defend his title against two guys. He could potentially lose it without being pinned. But he also said, look what I just did to Dolph Ziggler. That's going to be both of you guys at the end of the match at WrestleMania. So a heavy statement made by Gunther, but I'm pretty sure he could back it up. I agree. I think he's going to win at WrestleMania as well. Also at this show on Monday Night Raw, we had a 8-man tag with Ricochet and Braun Strowman. Any word on their team name yet? Nobody knows it?
No, it's just Ricochet and Braun Strowman.
I saw on Wikipedia somebody said it was Strokochet.
Oh,
yeah, that's a pause.
That's what it said. That's what it said. I don't know.
We're not going to be calling them that on this show.
Absolutely not.
But they teamed with the Street Profits, and they took on the Viking Raiders and Otis and Chad Gable. How'd you guys feel about that match?
That was actually a very good match. We did a video, and then it had technical difficulty, so you guys never saw it. But I was talking about how we never really see, like on this show, you know, we call Montez highlight forward, and we always give him praise, but we never really give Ricochet his praises. And I think that's cool because they were just on a team and they gave us really good highlights together from that match. It was a really good match. I wasn't really necessarily excited for this WrestleMania Fatal 4-Way Tag match, however it's called. But I am kind of more in tune and more excited for it now. This was a good match and it definitely built my excitement.
Yeah, it was a good match. I mean, Ricochet and highlight forward. I mean, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? On the same team. Anything you could do, I could do better type mind state. So that was pretty dope. I'm ready. As far as these 4 tags, look, I'm ready for WrestleMania, man. You know what I'm saying? And although I know my boys, they're going to do some highlights, especially Montez highlight 4. Ricochet going to be Ricochet. But I'm going to stick by my guns, man, who I got winning that tag team match at WrestleMania. I'm sticking with the Vikings.
Nice. Yeah, I think this was a nice tease for the match at Mania. A lot of charisma in the ring, a lot of highlight ability in the ring, a lot of big guys. It'll be cool. Ricochet and Ford and even Angelo Dawkins will be diving over the ropes, and then Braun Strowman will be doing that lap around the ring, hitting the mess out of those guys, send them into the barricade. I think it'll be probably like a 10-minute match at Mania, but full of highlights and high points. Yeah. I'm still not sold on exactly who's gonna win. I don't know yet. So also on Monday Night Raw, we had Chelsea Green interrupt Adam Pearce in a backstage segment. She thought it was unfair that she's left out of the WrestleMania match. Sonya Deville came in and agreed with Chelsea Green, was led to a match between Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green versus Mia Yim and Candice LeRae. The team of Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green won that match. They've qualified for the 4-way at Mania, and that 4-way is
Liv Morgan and Raquel versus Shotzi and Natalia versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler, and now versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green.
Yeah, so that match is happening at Mania. Still no word on what that match is for, just like the men's 4-way match. Nonetheless, it should be full of some good moments. Also on the show, we had our guy, Dominic Mysterio, main event, must-see TV. He cut another nasty promo on his father. He said, basically, He thought his dad was a deadbeat, but Rey Mysterio confirmed he was a deadbeat after punching him in his face. Also, he said he wishes he was Eddie Guerrero's son.
Jeez.
And this led to a match between Damian Priest and Rey Mysterio. How'd you guys feel about this whole thing?
All right, so starting with the promo, I know I said it on SmackDown, and I know that we mentioned it before. I didn't think he was gonna say that. I know we mentioned it that he might, but I didn't think he was gonna say that. I thought that was very crazy. And he's kind of confused me when he said that his dad's even more dead because he punched him, as if he hasn't been begging for that match. That's his whole career right now. So, so I didn't really get that. I thought it was kind of, I don't know. He aggravates me. But on to the match. It was going good. Dominic came. He pushed Rey off the ropes, which made the match a disqualification, and they started jumping him. And then what's their team name?
Oh, La Fantasma came out and defended Rey Mysterio as Dominic and Damian were jumping him. Well, I'll pass it to Pops. How'd you feel about this?
I mean, I like seeing Rey in the ring. I always have. Rey looks good right now, man. Like I said, he's aging like fine wine. Damian Priest, I'm not sure what's going on with him. Right now, he's looking like the outside man. Solid match. Interference by Dom. What else do you expect, you know?
Yeah.
Try to soften his dad up. I think it's funny to me how the manipulation, you ask for it, you get it, and now your dad's a bad dad. As far as the Eddie Guerrero thing goes, it's sticky. It's a very nasty situation because there's such a story to that. You can look at him and you can come up with your own assumptions. I'll keep mine to myself out of respect for the great Rey Mysterio and all that he's done, and out of respect for Eddie as well. You know, if it's never been revealed publicly, then maybe it shouldn't be, you know. But the parties involved know what's what, and we'll just leave it at that.
And I know you just said that Damian Priest is looking like the outside guy, and heavy on that because everybody else has some match and it's been talked about for weeks, and he's really out. Like he has nothing.
Andre the Giant, Memorial Battle Royal.
But what about LA Knight, Bobby Lashley?
Yeah, I didn't say he was gonna win. He's just being there.
But
yeah, he's present.
Yeah, I don't know because he was the Intercontinental Champion at one point.
Yeah.
So I think it's going on a decline, which is a little crazy, but.
Yeah, it happens to some guys. I was intrigued with Damian Priest's character when the whole Judgment Day thing first popped, and he was the IC champ. I looked at some of his work before in Mexico and Japan and stuff, and he was solid before. Some guys just don't work out with the whole WWE mold. They do have him in one of the stronger factions, so hopefully they figure it out, but it's not going to be figured out by Mania.
Yeah.
Also, on this show, in the main event, we had our guy, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus Solo Street Champ Sikoa. How'd you guys feel about this match?
Anticlimactic, and I was very excited for this match, but like I don't want to say Solo's a bad wrestler in the ring, but when it comes to his one-on-one matches, he's just not strong, and I don't know if there was I don't know, if something wasn't clicking in their match. I don't know if Cody's reaction as moves are off, but a lot of those things were looking botched. They were looking like they were moving in slow motion a little bit, so I wasn't really a fan of the match. Best part was when the Usos came out and they distracted Cody and Solo. I really thought Solo was gonna get that 1-2-3 count. It was looking very close to it. Then Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens came out, and that led to Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens brawl when they took it backstage, and Cody's able to pick up the win. It's a good win for Cody. I know when we were doing that SmackDown review a few days ago, we were talking about how we don't think that 6-man is going to happen anymore, but I think it's a good possibility now, and I think that what just happened on Raw
I still think it's going to happen.
Yeah.
I never wavered on that.
We were talking in there, and
I think Pops did say that, and then I agreed because Roman's going to be on SmackDown Friday, and then this match, we thought this match was going to end in a DQ or something.
Yeah. But
either way, with the Uso interference and I'm not gonna go too much into it yet, but with the Uso interference and all the promos they've been cutting back and forth, I think the 6-man is still a possibility, even though it's not advertised.
Right. Yeah, I mean, as far as the match, let me just say this, man. I was wrong, all right? I didn't think my boy would get pinned for the 1, 2, 3. I didn't think the Samoan Street Fighter was going to take an L.
Undefeated no more.
So he took an L, but at the end of the day, taking an L to the American Nightmare, that's not bad. We'll live with that. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't ready.
We'll see where it goes from there. If you watch the match, I think you would disagree. I think I don't agree with your analysis of
who got the win.
as far as you're saying the Samoan Street Fighter wasn't looking good. I thought he looked good. I wanted to see him put Cody through the table, though. I wanted that because he kind of, slammed him on there a couple times, but to no avail anyhow. But, he probably... overall, I think he did his job, man. I mean, Cody got the win, but you see him favoring that back. I'm sure he felt that back when he woke up this morning. So we'll see what happens going into Friday. But yeah, he got the win. Again, all roads lead to Roman. That's the one you got to get the win. So we'll see.
Still hating.
I'll also say, as far as the Solo and Cody match, I see that they are protecting Solo's Samoan spike that he got from Umaga. Cody didn't take it, so Cody didn't have to kick out of it, which is good. So that move is still powerful. It still can win a match. Cody hit Solo with 2 Cody cutters and 2 crossroads. So Solo still looks strong. I agree. Maybe it's a timing thing in the ring, but I agree. Something was off a little bit. Like the super kick he gave to him at the end of the match was a little off, but that rock bottom kind of thing he did was nice. And a couple other moves he has is nice. And maybe it's his motor as well. Maybe it's a timing and motor. He's a big guy and he's new. Cody can go. So if you can't go at that pace, then you get left behind a couple steps. Overall, though, I'll give the match like a 7 out of 10. Excited to see Roman Reigns on SmackDown. Any closing statements from you guys on this whole show, WrestleMania, whatever?
They're hating on you, Cody. They're talking bad about you on SmackDown. You came and got the win. Undefeated no more. He's botching moves, making you look bad. We're in this WrestleMania.
Listen, it's like the wise man was at the end, right? Put him on FaceTime. Make sure you can see him while you're in the ring. Just let him know what's really going on. The tribal chief see what's really going on.
He saw his cousin laid out.
The tribal chief see what's really going on. You know what I'm saying?
1, 2, 3.
The tribal chief is ready. And that's all that matters, man. Cody, stay focused, bro. You look great out there. The fans love you. Everybody's singing your song, buying up the weight belts. That's nice.
Yep.
Get the belt.
Finish the story, Cody, because contrary to belief, I'm rooting for you, Cody.
Come on, man. I've said it multiple times. I go back to his dad. I'm an American dream guy.
He doesn't like you talking about that. He don't like you talking about that.
Do me like that.
It is an uphill battle, though. He's got to face Roman Reigns, and he's got to face him on Friday, and we will be back to you guys with the whole recap of that. Until then, make sure you like, comment, share, sub. Wrestling has more than one royal family, but we them ones. Griffin Family Entertainment Network. Something like that. Y'all be easy out there.
Baby Hills, Memphis Gang.